You're listening to the news from English with Joseph on the 13th of January 2019. The time is 18:15 hours GMT. First, the headlines. In an ongoing Venezuelan constitutional crisis, Juan Guaido and the National Assembly declare incumbent President Nicolas Maduro illegitimate and start the process of attempting to remove him. Felix Tshisekedi is declared the winner of the presidential election in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. 8 soldiers are arrested and 2 are killed after a failed coup attempt to oust Gabonese President Ali Bongo. Patriarch Bartholomew I of Constantinople grants autonomy to the Orthodox Church of Ukraine. Today, January 13th, the people of Finland and Sweden celebrate St. Knut's Day. And from the archives of 1953, an article published in Pravda accused 9 eminent doctors in Moscow of taking part in a plot to poison members of the top Soviet political and military leadership. And now, the news in full. A process is underway to begin to remove the incumbent president Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela. 2018 elections, the incumbent president was re-elected among various irregularities which led many to believe that the elections were invalid. Paired with views of Maduro's leadership being an ineffective dictatorship, many politicians both internally and worldwide did not believe Maduro was legitimately elected. In the months leading up to his inauguration on 10th of January 2019, Maduro was encouraged not to continue as president by various nations and bodies. Maduro's election was supported, however, by Russia, China, Mexico, and other organizations. He's also received the support of the pro-government Constitutional Assembly, while Guaido is backed by the pro-opposition National Assembly. There's a new president in the Democratic Republic of Congo. General elections were held there on the 30th of December 2018 to determine a successor to incumbent President Joseph Kabila, as well as for the 500 seats of the National Assembly and 750 Provisional Council seats. According to the Constitution, the second and final term of President Kabila expired in December 2016. General elections were scheduled for November 2016, but were delayed with a promise to hold them by the end of 2017, a promise which was subsequently broken. Finally scheduled for December 2018, the country now has a new president. On the 7th of January, members of the armed forces of Gabon announced a coup there. Military officers claimed that they had ousted President Ali Bongo, who had come into power in 2016 after a controversial election and protests. During the absence of Ali Bongo, who was receiving medical treatment in Morocco, armed rebels in the capital city, Libreville, took hostages and declared that they had established a National Restoration Council to restore democracy in Gabon. Widespread internet outages occurred throughout the country, though it is unknown whether the internet was shut down by the rebels themselves or by the civilians. Gabon's government later declared that it had in fact taken control once again. Bartholomew I grants autonomy to the Orthodox Church of Ukraine. On the 5th of January 2019, Bartholomew I, the Ecumenical Patriarch of Constantinople, signed the Tomos that officially recognized and established the newly formed Orthodox Church of Ukraine and granted it autonomy. The events immediately leading to the grant of autonomy were: in October 2018, the Synod of the Ecumenical Patriarchate announced it would proceed to the granting. Before that, there was a decision led by the Holy Synod of the Russian Orthodox Church to break communion with the Ecumenical Patriarchate. On the 15th of December 2018, a Unification Council established the Orthodox Church of Ukraine. And on finally 5th of January 2019, the Tomos was agreed. Today, January 13th, marks the official day of Saint Knut in Finland and Sweden, marking the very end of the Christmas season. In the official Catholic Church calendar, today is the Baptism of the Lord, which marks the end of the Christmas season. And finally, from the archives, on this day in 1953, Pravda published a report, The Doctor's Plot, or otherwise known as The Doctor's Killers, which was an anti-Semitic campaign organized by Joseph Stalin in 1952 and 53, where a group of predominantly Jewish doctors from Moscow were accused of conspiring to assassinate Soviet leaders. This was later accompanied by publications of anti-Semitic character in the media, which talked about the threats of Zionism and condemned people with Jewish names. Many doctors, officials and others, both Jews and non-Jews, were promptly dismissed from their jobs and arrested. A few weeks after the death of Stalin, the new Soviet leadership stated a lack of evidence and the case was dropped. Soon after, the case was declared to have been fabricated. Well, that's all from me for today. Please feel free to send me any comments, articles, feedback, or anything else you'd like to say via my website, teacherjoseph.com. I sincerely hope this article will help you with shadowing, and I'm looking forward to talking to you all soon. So, a very good evening from me until we meet again. You're listening to English with Joseph News on the 11th of January 2019. The time is 7 p.m. local time. First, the headlines. June Whitfield, BBC TV personality, passes away. Meghan Markle, the royal princess, becomes patron of the National Theatre. The Queen of Sweden, Queen Sylvie, celebrates her 75th birthday, and Britney Spears retires from show business to look after one of her ailing parents. And now the news in detail. Dame June Whitfield, celebrated for her comic roles in BBC sitcom Terry and June and cult favourite Absolutely Fabulous, has died, aged 93. The London-born actress was a regular fixture on TV and radio for 6 decades, starring in carry-on films, Hancock's Half Hour, and even Friends. At 89, she appeared in EastEnders as Sister Ruth, a nun with a secret about Cat Moon. She is sadly missed by her friends, family, and acquaintances. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, has been made the patron of the National Theatre as well as 3 other organisations. Meghan's first sole royal patronages will also champion education, women's employment and animal welfare. The Duchess, who is a former actress, has taken on honorary roles with Mayhew, Smartwax and the Association of Commonwealth Universities, Kensington Palace said. A royal patronage can help promote the profile of good causes. The Swedish royal family gather in Stockholm today for an event held in honour of the Queen's upcoming 75th birthday. Queen Sylvia and King Carl Gustaf were joined by their 3 children, one of whom jetted in from the States for the occasion, and their partners for the seminar at Oscar Theatre on Tuesday. Crown Princess Victoria, 41, looked elegant in a patterned floral number, while her sister-in-law Princess Sophia, 34, dazzled in a crimson midi dress that was cinched in at the waist. Princess Madeleine, 36, stunned in a 1,260 Alexandra floral matty lace dress from British label Erdem, a favourite of the Duchess of Cambridge. The birthday queen, meanwhile, looked remarkably youthful in a fuchsia buttoned skirt suit, teamed with a glittering brooch. Britney Spears has quit all work to go on an indefinite hiatus after her dad was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. The pop star, 37, put her Las Vegas residency on hold so she can stay at home and care for her father Jamie after his colon ruptured. She revealed he was admitted to hospital last month and underwent life-saving surgery, but is expected to make a full recovery. Britney wrote in a post on Instagram, writing, "I don't even know where to start with this, because this is so tough for me to say. I will not be performing my new show, Domination. I've been looking forward to this show, but unfortunately I cannot." And that was the news from English with Joseph. If you like what you hear, please do write and let me know. My website, teacherjoseph.com, my Facebook page, or here on Mixcloud. So from myself, I wish you a very good evening until we talk again. Thank you and goodbye.